Hi, interwebs. Today, I'm going to start talking about thieving skills. This is a thing I tried, and I tend to like it quite a bit because um, the thief class itself it gets bonuses, but also like, why can't a wizard pick a lock? Why can't a fighter pick a lock? So I'm going to show a couple things, and I made a table to make this so much easier. It's based on first edition D&D Swords and Wizardry, and I just took it and changed up a little bit that you can use it in any context, and I'll show you where you can access it. First of all, if you want to get to this page to keep it, to download it, to use it, it's drdoic.com, and you click on the interesting icosahedron. It looks like an atom. I'm a science teacher. And you're going to go down to the thing that says Thieve Skills All Classes. All right, when you click on this, this is a nice little image, okay? And I'll explain, generally speaking, what this table is completely about. So I know that some thieving tables, especially first edition and in Swords of Wizardry, it comes down to percentile dice. This percentile dice, I just easily converted it to D20. It makes it a whole lot easier when you like just roll a D20, see whether or not you match what's on this table, right? So this is my preference. You can do it any way you want. This makes it easy. So all these things, so it says general thieving table, it's a D20 roll. And if we look at this thing, it says level 1 through 2. So if we read across, anybody can do this thing, but in order to climb wall, you have to roll above a 15, or I say 15 and above. I always go that number and above because they get excited if they hit it. Picking pockets, hearing sounds, hide in shadows, move silently, and open locks. You can tell if it's 2, right? You got 18, 19, you got a 15% chance in these 3 categories, right? For picking pockets to open locks. This one here is really, it's close to 30% chance you can climb a wall, right? So how I'm doing this really quick is every one or every number on a D20 is worth 5%. So if this is 18, 19, 20, right? 18, 19, 20, that would make that 15% chance, okay? Well, the bonus is thieves. Whenever they get the roll, if you take that class, you get a +4 to their dice rolls. And monks and assassins get a +2. So it's already incorporated in one table for everybody. It makes it super easy, okay? The other ones I'd like to do, like say, for example, a second level thief only has to roll an 11. But I just say, just add it to the roll instead of having a separate table for thieves. Just say, you rolled an 11, but you add 4 to it, you're 15, you made it, you can climb a wall. Super easy to do this thing, super easy, all in one table way of going about things, okay? The second thing I like to do is if the dexterity is below 8, they lose their ability to do certain things. Okay, that's the double daggers you see here. Picking pockets, it's a -2 to the roll. So the only way they can actually pick a pocket, they have a 5% chance if their dexterity is below 8 because they're just clumsy. They're not gonna be able to do a very good job of it. Same thing of moving silently. I picked these two because it kind of makes sense. You're moving silently, you're gonna trip on your own shoelaces. Who knows, right? However, if your dexterity is over 16, like somebody that's like a fighter and his dexterity is 17, he has like a lot of ability, he gets a +2, right? And that makes sense. So let's say if you want to pick pockets and you're a fighter and you got a +2 to your roll, so basically 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you're able to actually pick a pocket. It still is it's a small chance because you're more likely going to fail, but it gives people, especially in OSR games, you're supposed to be creative and come up with your own thing. And a fighter says, "Why can't I go try to pick the cleric's pocket for the key so I can open up that door that leads down to the cellar that has all the whites in it that I want to go kill?" Great question. I don't know why. Why can't you? Why does that have to be a thief that does this job? So this gives you at least something that you can tell them to do. A table you can refer to makes it a little easier for doing any of these tasks. I always I never understood like how, especially in first edition D&D, that someone had plate mail on, and you could still get your dexterity bonus. You're all clanky. It doesn't make sense to me. So I've taken that off on this. So if you're wearing plate mail armor and you try to move silently, it's a -5 your roll. So you have to, basically it's almost impossible for some characters based on who they are, right? So that's like my preference. Like these are house rules, and they tend to function fairly well. I do keep the racial bonuses because they're fun. And so when people write this thing up, and they might write, I'm a dwarf, I get a +2 to picking pockets, right? And I'm a dwarf thief, so now it's a +6, right? So if they have a +6 to roll and they have to hit an 18, So it's really kind of, it's easy. This is actually an easy table, all inclusive. I say, actually, it's really 2 tables for doing any kind of theming ability. And this is fun because I sometimes run very small groups where, okay, we have one person wants to be a fighter, one person wants to be a wizard. Wow, we have traps. Someone's got to open the trap. We don't have a thief. Well, you might say, well, you need to get a thief character. Well, the original Dungeons and Dragons, you know, the white box version of all this, which I totally love. I just finally got this guy in. The thief class is it's optional. I really do think that if you had 2 fighters walking about doing their thing, it's a little more interesting than one person's a thief. They can still do all the thieving abilities. They just have to have a table you can roll against. So that's my contribution to the world of OSR and Swords and Wizardry, or in this case, it's White Box. That's my new favorite game. I do actually use this for games like White Star. Here's another one that's the white box version of space sci-fi, which I've really found that my playing characters, my group of, I think I have 12, 15 people that I play with on some kind of basis, they really, really appreciate the sci-fi aspect. And I still use this. There's probably going to be a new table generated for some of the things, but if I ever wanted them to, they want to go pick a lock, I still use this concept. Obviously, we don't have thief and monk and assassin classes. I mean, they got like star knights and mercenaries, and I mean, you got the idea, right? And there's pilot classes. You could just move things around. You could use the general table for doing any of that. Okay, well, interwebs, I hope you have a wonderful day.